just want to brainly top up. Say, bro, man, you be relevant, and I said what I said, bro. You need a like me to keep you going.
NLE Chopper, listen to me. You can't go walk the runway with that little walk. You remember that walk you had? I think I'm a bad. You can't come back to that walk. I think I'm a bad.
You're saying Cottrell is evil and he's a bad influence. So you want to go and put that man on his knees.
Jason Lee just declared war on Beyonce, and this time he's not holding back. What started as quiet whispers between entertainment insiders has now exploded into an all-out confrontation. Lee says the power couple, Jay-Z and Beyonce, are trying to destroy him, ban him, and silence him forever. All because he stumbled onto information that could tear open one of the most protected images in modern pop culture.
NLE Chopper, listen to me. You can't go walk the runway with that little walk. You remember that walk you had? I think I'm a bad. You can't come back with that walk. I think I'm a bad. You can't come back with that NLE Chopper. With that boy. Now them boy got some dances. Them boy, but you went to holler about if you was a bad, I suck my too. You are disqualified from saying anything to Kentrell. NLE, you have been disqualified. I wouldn't give if you and King Von got in the car and shit them together. Once you learn that walk, like that runway model walk, and you went in front of the whole world, you can't come back over here to this side of the railroad track and go to barking. No. Go back over there and finish, nephew. Go back over there and finish being the bad.
But Lee isn't focusing on Jay-Z's court troubles. He's zeroed in on Beyonce, describing her as the real strategist.
YB babies ain't money getting. They'll hurt you, kill you, and eat out your icebox as they break in your house. I'm not battling with childhood like a YB fan. Them kids need to be put in mental institutions. This man, YB, sound like he's angry. He want to out his mama. He want to beat his daddy. He want to his uncle. I don't want to hear that kind of shit. I'm not in pain. I'm a money getter. YB babies ain't money getting. I don't feel that. That's not soul music. I'm a soulful brother. I'm not in pain. Them kids need to be put in mental institutions. You see they had that on medication.
So, the situation around Charlie Kirk's death has gotten incredibly messy, and a huge part of the conversation has suddenly shifted onto his widow, Erica Kirk. People are not just talking about the investigation anymore. They're actively dissecting her every move since Charlie passed. A lot of viewers are commenting that her calm, collected demeanor feels unusual to them, where many expect to see visible grief.
Some people would call it, you have your third eye open. Some people would call it, yo, a dumb act smart. Some people would call it fake woke. Some people would call it someone trying to seem deeper than most. Pause. It's kind of like how people, it evokes some of the similar thoughts like how we had about XXXTentacion, where people felt like, he understood life a little bit on a different level. And I think that's what NLE Chopper is aiming for.
Behind that noise are real court filings and timelines that can't be ignored. Jay-Z's name appears in a civil complaint filed in New York in late 2024, alleging an assault involving a 13-year-old attendee at a music event in 2000.
Today I'm going to talk about being jealous and being envious. So you want to make a video dancing around like a ballerina, and then you got a man on his knee, and you're saying Cottrell is evil and he's a bad influence. So you want to go and put that man on his knees on a video, right? Okay, fine. I bet they have another video with that same on his knees. Because who gonna even play that stupid ass role? If you know better, you do better. Your head look like without a rubber on top of it. But yet, you want to sit here and try to talk about somebody. You better be lucky. I can't say what I want to say on Instagram.
He's even hinted that new information about Aaliyah's last interactions, particularly with Damon Dash and Jay-Z, will surface soon, claiming it exposes a pattern of elimination that began long before Beyoncé became untouchable. It's the kind of claim that could get someone sued, or worse, ostracized completely. But Lee says he no longer cares. He's already been cut off from the events, the labels, and the insiders who once fed him tips. Now he's turning those same contacts into ammunition, teasing recordings, dates, even old contracts that he says prove how deep Beyoncé's control runs. What's striking is how organized his narrative has become. He's drawing lines between the lawsuits against Diddy, the civil cases involving Jay-Z.
They are very concerned about the NBA YoungBoy concert. So concerned that even before the concert went forward this weekend, they notified Louisiana Stadium Exposition District, also known as, that manages the Superdome and Smoothie King Center. In particular, notified ASM Global that, this is like a really dangerous thing that could have very unforeseen consequences. Now, the response from ASM Global was, we'll hire some security inside, it'll be fine. NOPD's response was, you don't get what we're saying. There is such a propensity around these concerts that is so not an if but a when, that we are concerned we'll have to activate the department to be around the downtown area to protect citizens and revelers.
What we're seeing now feels like the prelude to something larger, a shift in how celebrity power shields itself. If Lee truly has the receipts he claims, the fallout could shatter more than reputations. Yet, there's an unmistakable sense that he's also playing with fire. The last time someone tried to tie Beyoncé and Jay-Z to Aaliyah's fate, the story vanished overnight, scrubbed from platforms, the sources discredited. Lee knows that history, and still he's pressing forward. He says he's just getting started, but if Beyoncé's past is any indication, he won't be the first to.
He's not able to defend his name, bro, and it be a lot going on within his name about him when, to me, bro, he a real stand-up dude, and it was just unfortunate how it happened. Like, he came to a person as a man.
Jason Lee's revelations aren't just explosive, they're dangerous. Within hours of his first broadcast, we started seeing signs that something big was moving against him. Mentions of his name on social media began to vanish. His old interviews disappeared from algorithm recommendations. Then came the anonymous messages hinting that his phone and accounts had been compromised. For someone like Lee, who lives on his platform, that's not just sabotage. It's a warning. He's telling friends he can't log in, that someone's inside his messages, and that he's been cut off from key contacts he's relied on for years. It's the kind of digital blackout that only happens when someone with real reach flips the switch. And we can't forget the pattern. Over the years, anyone who's spoken too loudly about Beyoncé or her inner circle seems to hit the same wall.
When you heard that, what'd you think?
It was funny to me. I feel like, it's not serious when it hit the net. It's funny. It's just entertainment to me.
Yeah.
It was entertaining. Good song. Nice bars.
Still, we have to ask, how much of this is survival and how much is revenge? Jason Lee has built his career on exposure, but he's also lost friends, partnerships, and money over the years. Going up against the most powerful woman in the industry might look like self-destruction, but insiders think he's betting on protection from another camp entirely. A former producer who worked briefly with Revolt TV claims Lee's timing isn't accidental, that he's aligned himself with figures trying to pull Beyoncé and Jay-Z into the widening Diddy investigation. Whether that's strategy or coincidence, the overlap is impossible to ignore. Every week, new cases emerge linking the entertainment elite to that same network of influence. Secret gatherings, coerced silence, and corporate complicity. If Jason Lee's evidence intersects with those files, then we might be staring at something far larger than celebrity gossip. The story stops being about one singer and becomes about an entire ecosystem that protects money and image above everything else. And Beyoncé, as Lee paints it, sits at the throne of that ecosystem, a queen, not just of music, but of control.
Good. A young boy. What's his click?
Why would I tell you?
What's his click though? What's the 4K track? Damn. Oh.
Okay, straight for life.
I'm okay up. I am okay up for life. I'm from Chicago. Who? Boy.
Right now, Jason Lee's next move could decide how far the story goes. He's already hinted that Beyoncé's team used hidden ownership stakes in tech companies to track and pressure critics. If that claim holds up, it opens an entirely new chapter in how celebrity power operates. One that blends influence.
Let me know who beating me, bro. Respectfully, the only that's really respectfully. The only that's really ahead in that space is YoungBoy.
And even though Austin didn't capitalize by crashing out on Snapchat, he was definitely smart with the way he addressed things. He put a statement at the very end of a long series of stories.
I ain't even say this perm having name. You just wanna bring the top up. Say, bro, man, you be relevant, and I said what I said, bro. You need a like me to keep you going. Your views go up now, clown. I'm willing to help y'all about it, man. But I hate NBA so much, man. Go get them some views, man. Help this some views, man.
Catherine's also been starting to share her journey with this pregnancy on her Snapchat. Yesterday, she posted a picture from when Iger picked her up at the airport after she found out she was pregnant and said, "My husband picked me up."
Nah, for real though, I don't see why this was surprising or new to y'all. Everybody jumping ship because this how the industry is. Nobody in the industry is gonna stick around you when you at your lowest. If they can't get clout, notoriety, money, fame, features, videos, something that they could benefit from off you, they're gonna jump ship. I don't see why it's surprising that everybody is on YB in the industry. That's how it go. They only gonna you when it's beneficial to them. None of these ain't grow up with dirt. None of these ain't friends or real homies with dirt for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Or they would never change, or they would never jump ship. Cause where we from, if you with me, my ops is your ops is mine. Some people don't look at it like that. Some people look at it like I with both parties, I ain't got nothing to do with it. And look, you not wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, shout out to the that still done stayed down for Dirk, his real family and friends, you feel?
But a new development for YoungBoy had the industry surprised because on the night that he went to Atlanta, he had judges and other government officials come out to the concert. The news wrote, Aude Mike says Atlanta's in shambles after YoungBoy received keys to the city.
Eagle Willis. We have Floyd County Commissioner, Mr. Mark Arrington. And we have Floyd County Probate Judge, Judge Peter Johnson. And they got some.
Damn, there's a judge up there? Yo, the judge in the city sending all the rappers in the city to jail. But the out-of-town rapper that came here, that basically, hey, you know what type of time I be on. You over here giving him an award? Oh, nah, Atlanta's in shambles. If y'all are a rapper who ever got prosecuted by this, or not prosecuted, but like got sent to jail by this judge, and basically you watching an out-of-town rap getting an award for doing 10 times worse than what you do, you gotta feel sick. You gotta feel sick.
As it looks like everyone is siding with YoungBoy, even the feds. Even academics explained every rapper in the industry wants to be friends with YoungBoy because he's the hottest rapper out and Dirk might be done for good with his court case.
So I'm in the dressing room and we just talking about a bunch. He's also telling me, and I will never say who. He's telling me all the rappers who was now hitting him up, and he kind of asked me, he's like, so what you think, man? Because I think he's thinking like, yo, should he forgive some of these, like, well, all these rappers on it. You know what I mean? Like, they're all like, yo, YoungBoy, we love you, right? And I gave him the best advice, I think. I said, I didn't want to impart my thoughts on it because I don't know fully what he's been through and what he's thought. Because, he was down where nobody would. So I said, whatever your heart feels about any of these or kind of doubling back or not want to do whatever, go with that.
However, the worst is yet to come. Chopper fans are digging up evidence against YoungBoy, trying to ruin him. It begins with the news of famous Richard says YoungBoy is working with the feds. As the Instagram post reads, YoungBoy is telling this is his third time getting released from the feds within 4 years on all new charges. You can't do 10 months of a 23-month sentence. My first offer was 5 years for a firearm that the police put on me. YoungBoy is definitely the police. He probably the reason Dirk locked up, as fans showed this clip of YoungBoy just walking around in prison with no worries. Who that is? Attached to the video was the tweet reading, "Honestly, I kind of believe it, too. The timing, the energy, the way things are playing out. It's all looking a little too convenient." Wouldn't be the first time someone played both sides. In this game, you never really know who's working with who, even when young.
That is.
YoungBoy entered shortly after, laughing and smiling after seeing the support from one of his fans. But seeing how relaxed YoungBoy was in court makes some fans wonder if he knew he had nothing to worry about because he was working with the feds to begin with.